You know, it's probably been a very long time since you guys have heard a proper V8 engine, what with the F1 rules changing and whatnot, but here's what I heard just the other day. Hello and welcome to today's video, guys. Today I'll be doing something very different, something I've not done in a very long time. I believe the last time I did this was on F1 2012. So today we'll be doing the F1 2013 Full Simulation Challenge. So that challenge, or this challenge, is based on us driving in a car with cockpit view, helmet cam, realistic damage, starting last place and on one of the toughest tracks on the calendar to pretty much survive. So it's going to be very tough. We are driving around Singapore, and for me, this is probably tougher than Monaco because Monaco is one of those tracks that I can really get into the groove with, but Singapore is one of those tracks that I don't drive very often, so I'm jumping straight into this race with no practice. Last place, realistic damage. It could be a lot of carnage. If I haven't mentioned already, I'm also doing a live commentary for this as well, so this is also a new challenge, something I haven't done apart from the Return to Glory series. This is a live commentary, is something I've not done for months, so this is going to be a very big challenge, so we'll see how we go. We're going to start on the option tyres, should we? Yeah, we'll start on the option tyres, go with aggressive fuel, want to have a lighter car for the start of the race. I also thought having a live commentary would be better too, just so you can get my true emotion and true reactions out of this video. So been thinking about doing this for career mode as well, doing a live commentary for a 100% race. That'd be pretty crazy, but we'll see how that goes further on down the track. Let me know if you want me to do a live commentary for career mode, by the way. But looking at our setup, we're going with 11 wings. I decided, you know, it worked pretty well in career mode and other stuff around Monaco, so Singapore, another high downforce track, low speed corners, so it might work. We'll give it a try and see how it goes. Braking, that's fairly normal. Balance, suspension, all fairly normal. Gearbox could have been shorter, but I just decided to leave it in the middle, so we'll go with that. Alignment is fairly normal as well. So let's head out onto this race. Hopefully we can survive. Wish me luck. Alright, so here we are on the grid of Singapore, and one thing I've forgotten to do already is turn off the OSD. That's also another parameter of this challenge. We're not going to have any references to what position we're in, how much fuel we've got, what lap times we're doing, all that stuff, that's going to be off. So let's continue on with the race. Sorry about that. Alright, so we're waiting for the 5 red lights to go out now, and we don't have them up on screen, but away we go here in Singapore. Hopefully we can get off to a nice start. And for once in my life, I'm going to gain a position off the start. That is absolutely fantastic. Coming up to turn 1, I'm going to concentrate here because I don't want to crash or prematurely end this race. Sorry if you can hear my clicking in the background. That's my gear shifters for my wheel. So something you don't normally hear in my videos. But since it's a live comm, you'll have to put up with it for this race. So almost collecting the back of a Toro Rosso there. That might have been John Eric Verne. Going up the inside of a Williams. Jesus. They were very forceful there. I might have made some mods to the AI as well. It might be true to life AI. So they might be a little bit more aggressive. Raikkonen or Lotus getting very feisty with me there. As you can see, we're running with the 2014 skins as well, which is a nice addition with PC mods. But settling in nicely. I'm not sure what position we're at. Oh, P11 as we can see on the wheel there. Not had any major dramas yet. We've got a Force India in front of us. Unfortunately, because I've got the HUD turned off, I don't know who the drivers are, so it's going to make this commentary a little bit sloppy. So far so good. No lost positions or no lost damage or anything. That's all I can really ask for. In terms of the strategy, I think I'm stopping around lap 7 or 8. I remember in Return to Glory, I was able to do at least half the race on this set of tyres, so that's what I'll be trying to do. I'll probably overcut the AI, put on a set of primes later on in the race, and try and pass them with fresh prime tyres, hopefully. That's if I survive that, of course. There's every chance that I might crash out at this next corner. We'll have to wait and see. I might dive it up the inside of the Force India here. Nah, not close enough. I'm not too sure how this video is going to turn out. I might do highlights of this video, so it might be cut short, it might be edited down a little bit, or I might just upload the whole thing depending on how entertaining it is. But we're going to go up the inside, and probably Hulkenberg is turning in on us! Oh my god, just like the Williams on the previous lap. That was very, very scary. As you can see, I just crapped myself pretty much. And we've overshot the corner. Oh, that was a bit dangerous as well. Rejoining. And we're safe. Lost 3 positions in that flick spin there. I didn't want to risk it. I didn't want to try and turn in for the corner and then realise that I couldn't make it. Because the front of the car is very sensitive, especially with this realistic damage on. Every chance I could have been put out of the race there. So let me know what you guys think of the video, if you like the idea, if you want me to keep doing this. Maybe do it more than once around other tracks maybe. I might give it a try. Let me know in the comments. Like the video if you're enjoying it so far. And, oh, we're getting very close to the Williams there. I think that's Felipe Massa. Jeez, we're really pushing our luck here. Can we go up the inside, coming into the tunnel section, or the grandstand? Some people might know it as. But now we're just trying to set up this Williams here. We can get a nice exit off the final corner, put it up in a fast. We'll have every chance of trying to get him up, coming into turn 1. I'll use a bit of curves as well. And there we go. Job done. Alright, so we've got a nice little train in front of us. I think that's John Eric Verne once again. So lose the back end. Force India in front of him. And then it might be a Lotus leading that train. Not too sure. But just activating my DRS there. I forgot I had it as it's a little less obvious when you're running in cockpit view when you've got the DRS enabled. On F1 2012, I believe you had the beep come in your ear. On this game, you don't have that. So you really got to pay attention to your wheel. And when the green light comes up, I think that's when you got the DRS enabled. But either way, coming through the old Singapore sling, and that was one of my favourite corners on the calendar until they removed the curbing there. They sort of made that corner a little bit easier now, and I don't enjoy it as much. But we've got a nice run on the Toro Rosso here. We'll try and go up the inside into this hairpin, and it's going to be very close with that wall there. We gave it a slight touch and we lost position to the Toro Rosso once again. Now the Williams is trying to have a go as well. She's... So I've not really made any ground after that first lap. We got up to P11 and now I'm just sort of stuck in the traffic a little bit. My pace is a little bit average compared to the AI. But I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a Force India whose tyres keep on going really weird. They're like orange and white at certain parts of the track. Hopefully you guys can see that. Once we get closer to that Force India, I'll be able to show you. John O'Verne goes defensive, and he's just easy pickings into turn 1. Right, so let's get close to this Force India. You'll see this weird tyre visual glitch, hopefully. Okay, We're within striking distance now, but still hasn't presented us that glitch yet. Maybe it only happens when you're a certain distance away from the car. We'll wait and see, but it does happen on the back straight after this Singapore sling. I've missed the apex there. That makes it very tricky. Lose a lot of time after that if you miss the apex there. Can we go up the inside? Felipe Massa style into the hairpin. It looks like we can. Leaving room on the exit. And that's job done, P11 once again. So, it's taken us, what, 2 laps to sort of undo the damage we did a couple laps ago. So now we can start to make inroads on the top 10 and hopefully a points paying position. So far, no safety cars. I've enabled the safety car in this race. The AI seem to be fairly good at surviving the streets of Singapore. As you guys saw in career mode, or the Cucumber Challenge around Monaco, had the exact same conditions, and it seemed like the AI just couldn't survive that track for some reason. So here it's a different story. Looks like nobody's crashed yet. So we've been called into the pits for this lap. I believe it's around lap 6 now, so this Grand Prix really is getting away from us now. And I'm going to stay out for 1, maybe 2 more laps. Tyre wear is fairly good so far. If you look after the rear tyres around here, you can really set yourself up for a good race. You just got to stay off the curbs. Be really progressive with your throttle application. Catching up to, yes, what is a Lotus now? That's probably Romain Grosjean. He goes defensive into the Singapore sling. He's going to be slow coming in. Oh, we had to avoid him there just about. And we pass him. But we didn't technically go off track there, so I'm going to keep that position. Alright, so I'll probably stay out 1 more lap. And then put on the prime tyres. I just need to sweat for 1 lap, stop talking, put in a good lap, and then start to catch the AI, and then things will get interesting again. Alright, so we'll be coming in at the end of this lap. It's now a lap later. I've put in a fairly decent lap so far. I'm not too sure if I'm purple or not. That's the downside to not having your HUD up. So we're pretty much in the dark here, so we'll be coming in at the end of this lap. About 6 cars have come in who were in front of me since the previous lap. So we'll see if we've jumped anyone on this lap. A Ferrari comes in. It's pretty much just the leaders coming in on this 2nd lap now. And the pit stop is going to be very terrible. They waited 3 seconds before serving me. Front wing change as well. 9.1 second pit stop. So, bit average. We're going to lose some time here. Lose some positions as well. But hopefully we'll have the pace in this 2nd stint to really challenge the AI for some decent points. This pit exit is very tricky. You got to slow it right down. Try not to hit that wall and not cross the pit line at the same time. It's quite a task sometimes. Alright, so this phase of the race, my tyres are just coming up to temperature. I'm going to save a little bit of fuel on this lap as well. That's what I tend to do on my out laps after the start of a new stint. And then from the next lap onwards, I'll put it up into fast, push for a couple laps, see where we end up. Alright, so now we've caught up to the back of that Lotus once again. And this is for a points paying position. He's a little bit too far up the road to get him, but at the moment, we're going to try and go for the dive. Nothing comes of it, so we'll have to settle in behind for now. And getting very close to his rear diffuser. Diffuser? Not sure if F1 cars have diffusers anymore. Let me know in the comments. That's either way, we're trying to set him up for later on in the lap. I'm going to save up. Alright, thank you, engineer. Looks like he's trying to burn a bit of fuel. We're going to go up the inside into the hairpin. Slow it down, leave him room on the outside. Job done. I've got to say I'm quite enjoying this challenge actually. Just sitting in the car, no HUD, no distractions, just me driving the car. Engineer tunes in a little bit with useful information. It is useful now that I don't have any of the visual aids to tell me what's going on in front or behind me. Engineer just told me that the Lotus behind me is over 2 seconds back, so I don't need to worry about him anymore. I can focus on catching the next car. On the previous lap we did go purple, but I'll probably skip over that because there was pretty much none of me talking. And now I just saw a glimpse of a car going around the final corner, so now I know that there's a car about 4 or 5 seconds up the road, so I can concentrate on catching him. And I just saw another car in front of him, so we can potentially get 8th place in this race. So I'm gonna shut up for a little bit longer. As you can see, my name up in lights. I'm driving as Kevin Magnussen in this Grand Prix. I'm going to concentrate for a little bit longer, try and catch these guys, and I'll join you in a little bit. Alright, so the Sauber and someone else is just in front of me now. They're within striking distance. I'll think about overtaking them on the next lap. And that's the other Lotus in front of him. So we'll try and set him up, have a nice exit off this hairpin. This seems to be a good spot for us in terms of overtaking. Put it up in a fast. And we're going to go up the inside here. At this phase of the race... Oh no, I'm dead. I'm gone, lads. I've lost my wing. I just said, I was about to say I've got a lot of confidence, and I've just taken it that little bit too far. Lost my front wing. We've got to come in for a front wing change. New set of tyres, but at this moment in time we just got to keep it calm, bring it into the pits without completely wrecking ourselves out. But at the same time I'm really holding up that Sauber, and I apologise. Oh, we've had a double lock-up coming into the pits there. That is very, very strange. Just making it in there. I'm going to put on a set of option tyres. How's the pit stop? Probably another terrible one. 5.5 seconds. So now that I've had to come in for a new front wing, this is very embarrassing. I gotta really start to push now if I want to finish in the points once again. I've got a new set of tyres, so that might give me a massive pace advantage. But I don't know how far in front the points runners are now. It might be a long shot for us to get points now. And there's that Force India that has the tyre glitch again. Here we go. That is so weird. I'm not too sure how my fuel situation is at the moment. The engineer hasn't commented yet, so I think it's still fairly good. Around +1 lap or maybe even +2. I'll dive it up the inside here. There we go. We can be much more forceful now that we've got much fresher tyres. Putting it back down to standard to minimise the wheel spin with the rear tyres. Having it in fast invokes more wheel spin, and as such you get more tyre wear. We're very close to that Williams here. We're going to go the inside coming into the stadium section, grandstand section, same thing. I think that Williams has crashed. We're still going side by side here. That was a minor miracle that we both survived that. P14 at the moment. Corner cut. Put it up in the fast. Try and shake this tour also when he go in defensive. Yes, he does. We're going to go around the outside. Thank you very much. That is P13. Catching up to the other Toro Rosso now, and he looks a lot slower than the first one. Of course, his tyres are a lot more worn than the car before, and we pulled the exact same move coming into turn 1. P12. I love how close I get to the wall coming into the Singapore sling. It's just fantastic. get it, just that extra bit of adrenaline rush when you, even though it's a game, I know it's a game, you still get a little bit excited when you get so close to the walls without touching them. It's a great feeling. That's why I love Monaco so much. See, tracks like Hungary, Hungary, Malaysia, those tracks just don't excite me at all. It's just, I love a challenge. That's why I love, Monaco, Silverstone, Singapore, Bathurst. Tracks that are challenging to drive are just that much more enjoyable for me personally. Putting it up in a fast now, just trying to catch that Force India in front. That'll be P11, and hopefully there's another car right in front of him. We might be able to get some points once again. As you can see there, he's got the tyre glitch as well, so it applies to both Force Indias. That is just lovely stuff. I'm not too sure if it's conflicting with the PC mods I've got installed. This is the first time I've actually seen it, so it could be a problem with my current mods at the moment. But this Force India is going very slowly. It looks like his tyres have probably gone off the cliff. He's going to dive it up the inside into the hairpin. Once again, we lose the back end with a bit of a slide there. But we get the move done anyway. Lewis Hamilton has now taken out this race win here in Singapore. This race has just gone by like a flash. And yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Certainly something different, something I did very much enjoy. If you'd like to see more of this stuff in the future, then let me know in the comments. But we're going to come home in P11. And as far as I know, all 22 cars have survived so far. So that in itself is a minor miracle. But unfortunately, due to a lot of mistakes, we're going to come home without any points today in 11th place.
Just missed out on some points. Unlucky.
Apparently 11 seconds is just missing out on points, but I know what you mean, engineer, only one position away. We had that flick spin where we went up the escape road, the extra pit stop as well. Probably safe to say we could have got at least a top 5 in this race. We were the fastest car on the field, but a lot of mistakes and a lot of traffic early on sort of prevented that. Let's have a look at the results. Lewis Hamilton wins from Fernando Alonso, and then Sebastian Vettel 13 seconds back. That's quite alarming for Sebastian, considering he dominated this race in 2013. And in a Red Bull, you'd think Singapore plus Sebastian Vettel plus Red Bull would be complete domination, but it hasn't happened today. Jenson Button in 4th, my teammate, is showing me up quite massively. Daniel Ricciardo in 5th. Nico Rosberg 7th, getting shown up by Hamilton quite a bit there. So maybe Rosberg had some problems. Maldonado finished this race. That's something worth noting. Scrolling down the page now, and do we have any retirements? No, we don't. Kamui Kobayashi and Marcus Ericsson, the back markers, finishing in last place. So that's been this video for today. If you guys enjoyed it, leave a like. If you want to see more of these videos in the future, then let me know. I'm thinking about doing some live commentaries for career mode in the future, but this is pretty much a tester to see how all the audio levels and how everything turns out with recording and stuff. So yeah, that's been this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Until my next one, I'll see you next time.